It's totally amazing. This thing was solid rust, but it's looking pretty good. Yeah. I like this drill. It's the only machine I have that I need a ladder for. Hey, good morning. I think Chloe's out here. Hey, what you doing? Well, say good morning. She's just fresh up and checking things out. See if she can find some gophers or moles. Come on, be photogenic. There you go. Okay, we're going into the shop. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed some of my tips and tricks of using the Monarch 10EE and taking a little bit of that over to an old Gary head lathe and making that perform a little bit. And the working on the taper problem of work just held only with a chalk is half of it. So once you've got that taper problem solved, then you got to hit a target size, right? So you got to deal with the taper and at the same time reach a size that you can fit a bearing or something to. So there's more on that. We'll go over here to the old lathe. It's really nice being retired and I can take the time to give a machine like this some TLC. There's no way I could have a business and spend time working on like that old drill press and this lathe here. It just takes hours and hours. But I think it's worth it. You know, I'm on a fixed income and I've got the time to do it and I enjoy doing it. And I'm glad many of you enjoy watching me get this whole stuff going. And everything I'm doing, I would do otherwise if I didn't have a bunch of folks watching. So it's really kind of a beneficial thing for me, and it motivates me too. And evidently some are motivated by me getting motivated. So that's a great thing. Well, I did a lot of work on this machine. I've run it for hours and hours and hours. And it's sounded better, for one thing. Eventually, I'll probably have to replace those 4 rather expensive bearings in the drive back here, but it's not that big a deal. I'll do that. Probably in the dead of winter or something, but I'm enjoying making parts on the machine. Well, doing the tests that I have running at high speed and everything, I had to adjust that rear spindle bearing again. And it's not like if the machine was new, it's a lot easier to adjust the bearings. But this machine over the years has had like ancient oils in it and stuff, and all that varnishes things up and things get sticky. So making that rear spindle bearing adjustment is not easy. And it's sort of like you can put a lot of tension on it and it doesn't do anything until you run it, and then the bearing will bang, it'll pop in and maybe be too tight. So it's kind of by guess and by gosh, and be very careful while you're doing it sort of thing. But I'm running this machine and running it pretty hard, and it's not bad for it. It's a tough machine. So I got that spindle bearing adjusted, and I need to run it for a few more hours to let that settle in. So I got a freehand handle I got to do for my junkyard handle I'm going to use for a reverse lever on this apron. And I think I can make this look like it belongs on the machine. This is one of the very early machines, so nobody really knows what belongs on it. But if I make the handle like the other ones, it won't be noticeable and yet very useful. So that's what I got, a little milling machine work to do, and at the same time, so maybe I'll work on the milling machine a little bit today. Okay. And we'll get right back to this. I got to go over this again. Spindle bearings need to be run a little bit, and I need to adjust all the gibs and level it again. So then I'll do the final test of what I could do with this machine, where I bring together, reducing the taper, and then using that and getting to a point to where I can use 2 steps for a finish cut. See, there's 2 things going on there, and that's the toughest thing to do on a lathe. Well, if you're holding close tolerance, that is. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm going to take and duplicate this handle here and put it in here, then adapt this down here as my spindle and clutch lever. And I think that'll work out pretty good. So I got to bore this true and have it so I can put something in there and key it to this shaft. Okay, we'll do that. Huh, I had to make sure Chloe had some food. I'm going to turn this on. Got this little Calvary turn. Sun comes magically down, he comes far down to the Okay, got this old Johnson saw here. I got Chloe all fed. And getting a little bit of got a hydraulic feed here. And so you can let it drop down in the socket. Drop in about what you'd expect it to be like. So, I don't have the coolant working on this, so I'm getting my oil. These saws don't have a lot of power or a lot of speed. So I'm using kind of a fine variable pitch blade. I think it's a 12-14. I was pretty happy with this blade. It lasts a long time. Almost through that thing. Ooh, what another shot. Then the saw comes down and trips this lever here. Right there. Okay. I'll get that in the way. All right, now that I got this axle sim tooled up and the chuck's balanced and it's turning straight and true, I got a couple of tools to make. So I'll turn the camera on while I make a boring head adapter. with a straight shank. It'll make it so I don't have to switch out the 50 taper tooling on the horizontal mill so much. So I'll just click on the camera here and there while I'm making that.